Many fans can't wait for the release of the 6th installment of the Scream franchise, especially because we get to see more of the acting talents from Jenna Ortega, who had her breakout role in the Netflix series Wednesday. March 10th is when we will see this film, Jenna Ortega, and the rest of the cast. Today we will be talking about this film and the behind the scenes moments, so let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Sorry to interrupt. I think I might have an idea about how to turn the tables on this creep.
I'm in. Me too. What?
But real quick, some trivia for you. Where did the premise of the film come from? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct. A fan page for Jenna Ortega released this little clip of some more behind the scenes moments between a lot of the cast. With this story set in New York, there promises to be more action and suspense and brutality that the franchise is known for implementing within their films. Ahead of its increasingly anticipated release in theaters, the cast and crew of Scream 6 are opening up about the move across the country.
Sometimes you just need your space. You know, sometimes you're just worn down and Tara does not have that opportunity. So again, we're kind of going at each other's throats, but a bit more intensely than we were in the last one.
Hayden Panettiere's return as Kirby Reed and what makes Ghostface more frightening than ever, they just keep elevating it. They amped it up in every way, Courtney Cox says.
Gail was very aggressive and only out for herself, and then you see a softer side of her around Scream 3, and then this particular one, I think she got a bit of her edge back, which was nice. She is relentless. She won't stop.
And she is also making her 6th appearance in this film as reporter and author Gale Weathers, but supposedly being targeted by Ghostface at this time around.
She had written a book and she wasn't supposed to. She promised she wouldn't, and she gets back involved in their lives. She becomes a part of the group and she becomes a target for Ghostface.
The move to New York also allows for the return of Kirby, who finds herself in the mix after miraculously surviving Scream 4. It was so much fun to bring Kirby back. The fans are going to be so excited about how we use her and how she integrates into the storyline, producer William Sherrick says. With the success of this franchise for the past 2 decades, there's no doubt that this film will take off just like the others, especially bringing Jenna Ortega on after the success of Wednesday. Even during an interview promoting Wednesday, she spoke about the early stages of Scream 6.
I never had scenes with Jasmine Savoy Brown or Mason Gooding in the last one, so it was nice to actually work with my castmates.
Yeah.
And not just Ghostface, but then also it was really wonderful just kind of furthering the relationship between Melissa Barrera's character, Sam Carpenter.
With a completely new creative team behind the camera and a new cast of actors in front of it, the 2022 Scream does a stellar job at moving the franchise forward while honoring the work done before.
Sam, hold on. No, get back inside and lock the door now.
The director spoke about the sequence of the film and the fact that anybody really could be Ghostface.
I think that's a lot of the fun of Ghostface, that it could be anybody and it could be anything, and you could buy a Ghostface mask anyway. It is also story points throughout, and it kind of propels the story forward a little bit and plays into the murder mystery.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
this Ghostface is the most ruthless and just killing people for killing's sake.
Throughout the film, we get to see what it's like looking from behind the camera and where the actors have to stand with the markings and the tricks that the camera people do in order to hide things, and even how they shot the scene for the trailer at the gas station.
And Jasmine is one of the funniest people I know. The love I have for that woman is unbelievable, and she knows it, and I know it, but that's definitely one of the stronger relationships that I've built in my lifetime.
In a few interviews, Jenna Ortega has admitted in the past that she is not only a big fan of the Scream franchise in general, but Drew Barrymore, who starred in the original. Because of this, she took inspiration for her character from her.
I've always had such an appreciation for the franchise, so to see that script land on my table and the opportunity to be a part, I just knew I had to. But also, what I will say, the deaths are pretty insane.
As we join the cast for their next scary adventure, we can count on action, fear, and suspense. Mason Gooding is another
between the four of them is that should something like what happened in Woodsboro happen again, at least they have each other to sort of rely and support each other through.
One call was made. A verified Twitter account for Ghostface that has been advertising Scream 6 retweeted several screenshots of the real-life appearances in cities.
Stay alert. I used to believe that she died.
"I'm watching you," the account ominously tweeted. The villain caused a stir when one of the actors was spotted in costume in an intersection where a live webcam at Stream recorded the actor crossing the street, then standing motionless in front of a jewelry store.
Ghostface can hide amongst so many people, and yet he can see you.
Sam takes that to mean, like, I'm gonna hold your hand for life.
No word on an official.
Charge your phone in case you need to call for help. But don't answer it.
They make you feel like you have all the time in the world to nail your performance. So that pressure that's always there.
It's one thing to be in a small town, which has its own sense of...
Barely over a year since Scream 5 in late January 2022, the stakes are a lot higher for this one. Evan Williamson said he came up with a premise and wrote it as a one-act play.
Don't touch anything. Is there a 5-finger discount? Nice bottle of Meeks Creek.
So what do you guys think about all these moments, and what are your expectations for this film?
Huge Mexican horror community, which is cool because then they get to see themselves, you know?